Up next on Line TV, we have a brand new episode of Discography this week with Lexi and Lily and a story about Ukraine and the Russian war.
And me, Jordan Bowman, with all your football updates. All that and more, Line TV starts now.
Good morning, Cersei High. I'm Emily Tyler with this special Thursday episode of Line TV.
I'm Paige Reynolds here with news concerning all things Cersei. We hope you're having a safe week.
Let's get right into those announcements.
Spanish Club will have its November meeting on the 8th in Miss Martin's room.
ASUPB Cersei will be on our campus November 15th and 16th to register students for concurrent credit for spring semester. They will be holding 2 AccuPlacer time slots on November 15th if you are still needing scores to be eligible for concurrent credit for the spring semester.
Our Cersei Lions Orchestra has an all-region clinic today. Make sure to congratulate those students on their accomplishments as you see them.
The Cersei basketball program had their annual Red vs. Black fundraiser game Tuesday night. It was a huge success for all students and staff.
Speaking of basketball, the music they play in the warm-ups is always so good. Do you think they're going to play Bon Iver or Harry Styles anytime soon?
I have no idea. Let's send it over to Lexi and Lily to take a deeper look at one of these artists.
Good morning, Cersei High. I'm Lexi Farron.
And I'm Lily Lindsay. Welcome back to Discography.
This week we will be discussing Bon Iver.
When people say Bon Iver, most people think of Justin Vernon, the frontman and songwriter for Bon Iver.
Yep, Bon Iver is a band, not a person.
If you're not sure who we're talking about, you've probably heard some of the band's songs and just not knew it was them.
The most recognizable song of theirs is arguably Rosalind.
This song was featured in Twilight's New Moon.
Bon Iver has been featured on plenty of albums, a lot being with superfan Kanye West.
And obviously we've seen Bon Iver collaborate with Taylor on Folklore and Evermore. Taylor and Kanye. Apparently we love tying our artists together.
Honestly, who doesn't love a good collab? We asked a few students around school to see who they would love to see work together.
Let's see what everyone had to say.
Harry Styles and Taylor Swift.
Bad Baby and Cardi B.
Snoop Dogg and Kenny Rogers.
Takeoff and Juice WRLD.
Young Gravy and Marshmello.
NBA YoungBoy and Taylor Swift.
Harry Styles and Taylor Swift.
La Energía Norteña y Iván Cornejo.
Young Gravy and Jacob Shoei.
50K for a show and 100 for my...
Interesting choices.
For sure. But back to Bon Iver, they have released 4 studio albums.
The first, and definitely the most popular, is For Emma, Forever Ago.
Released in 2007, this album was recorded by Vernon in isolation in a cabin in Wisconsin.
This album set the bar for indie folk and furthered the movement started by bands like Fleet Foxes.
The most popular songs from this album are Skinny Love and For Emma.
Next up is the 2009 EP release, Blood Bank. This EP features the song Beach Baby.
In 2011, the band released a self-titled album that featured the songs Holocene and Wash.
His last 2 albums are surprisingly bold and exploratory, classified as alternative and art pop.
Well, that's it for this week, Lions.
Let us know who you want to see next on Discography.
See you next time, Cersei. Bye!
They never failed to make me laugh. I didn't know Bon Iver was a band.
Wait, you mean it's not just one person? Huh, interesting. Anyways, let's get into some international news.
In the current Russian-Ukraine war, Ukrainians are facing tough times as they deal with the sporadic and long-lasting power outages. With winter coming, these outages are getting longer and more dangerous for those dealing with them. A married couple in the village on the outskirts for a long time tell us that they can't count the number of times they've eaten dinner in darkness.
SpaceX launched its Mega Falcon Heavy rocket for the first time in more than 3 years Tuesday, hoisting satellites for the military and then nailing side-by-side booster landings back near the pad. Both side boosters peeled away 2 minutes after liftoff, flew back to Cape Canaveral, and landed alongside one another just a few seconds apart.
Walter Bowden, who was convicted of murder in 1975, will have his life sentence commuted to parole, eligible by Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson. The trial has been a very controversial side with several attorneys and lawyers involved to bring the truth to the table. Many have differing opinions on whether or not Bowden should have been convicted in the first place.
Well, I don't know about you, Paige, but I'm already missing the spooky season.
Oh, me too. I am starting to get really excited for the holidays, though. Let's send it to Fiona to get an inside look at SHS Haunted Theater for this year.
Everybody loves haunted houses, but nobody loves the long drives to get to one. Luckily for us, Searcy High School has put together its own creepy cavern of horrors.
Haunted theater is basically a walk through haunted house, but in an auditorium.
So every year we have a different theme. This year is Beetlejuice. We kind of start out just with the casting, the simple stuff. I wanted to see how they were with scaring people and how good they could jump. A lot of different people came to the auditions and they all did very good.
A lot of unique aspects go into bringing haunted theater to life, including acting, setup, and all kinds of preparation.
My role regarding haunted theater is Beetlejuice, and basically that entails being somewhat the main character and getting to just be as crazy as I want because he's kind of crazy.
We set up the different set pieces, get the costumes together, do the makeup, see what people can do.
Each year's haunted theater must bring something new to the table. This year was no different.
This year's haunted theater is set apart from those in the past because it's based off of a movie. That gives us structure, but it also gives us leeway to play around with whatever we want to do.
Definitely we do have some scares, but I think it's going to be a little more silly, more out there and fun this year than other past years.
Theater as a whole is a rewarding and exciting program where anyone can find something they'll enjoy.
I think theater is a great program, and I think it has a lot of fun opportunities like haunted theater, and you can find so much to do that you might not even know that you like to do. I really enjoyed this experience. It's been a lot of fun, and I've got to work with a lot of people who I've actually never met before.
With haunted theater, it's really been one of my best experiences in theater. I love Beetlejuice, I always have, so doing Beetlejuice, it was just perfect.
I'm sure we'll find an exit somewhere.
After seeing all that Searcy High School's haunted theater entails, I can't wait to go next year, which is sure to be even bigger and better. Now, back to the news desk.
It's so interesting to see what all the different groups and clubs at our school pull together.
It is impressive. The weather has been driving me crazy.
Me too. Let's send it to Jacob to see upcoming weather.
Thanks, guys. For today's weather, we're going to keep our sunny skies going with our high still being a little high at 80, our rain percentage at 7%, and the winds coming from the south-southeast at 9 miles an hour, our humidity at 63%, and our sun will rise at 7:30 a.m. On to tonight, we're still going to have those clear skies with a low at 56, our rain percentage at 5%, our winds still coming from the south-southeast, only being at 5 miles an hour, our humidity at 77%, and our sun will set at 6:10 p.m. On to the almanac. For the past 7 days, our average high has been at 84 degrees, our low at 40, our monthly average of precipitation at 4.77 inches for November, and our month to date is at 0 inches. On to the 5cast. For Friday, we're going to have some partly cloudy skies at 80 degrees for the high, a low at 59, and a 19% chance of rain. Cloudy skies for Saturday with a 67 for our high, a 45 for our low, and a 15% chance of rain. Sunday, we're going to go back to the sunny skies with a high 72, a low of 55, and a 9% chance of rain. Mondays, it looks like we're going to have some showers with a high of 74, a low of 59, and a 39% chance of rain. And on Tuesday, we'll have some partly cloudy skies with a high of 77, a low of 55, and an 18% chance of rain. Well, it looks like our weather's been a little whack recently, but hopefully it starts to cool down soon when we get to those fall weather.
I'm ready for it. I'm also ready for lunch. What are we having, Paige?
For lunch today, we will be having pizza, cheeseburgers, spicy chicken sandwich, strawberry parfait, banana with cinnamon and sugar, fresh carrots, fresh fruit, and milk.
Make sure you thank our amazing lunch ladies for all their hard work.
Absolutely.
Did you get a chance to watch the Red versus Black game Tuesday night?
I did not. But Coach Sitzman does an amazing job coaching her girls. Let's send it to Jordan to find out more about ongoing sports.
Happy Thursday, Searcy. Let's get started with some local sports. With the football season coming to a close, we have our Lions basketball teams preparing for their upcoming season. Their first matchup will be against the Cabot Panthers, facing off in the Star Benefit game. The Searcy Lions football team will be traveling up to West Memphis to take on the 7-3 Blue Devils tomorrow. Be sure to go out and support your Lions as they play for a spot in the conference playoffs. In national news, the number 1 ranked Georgia Bulldogs will be taking on the number 2 ranked Tennessee Volunteers. With both teams coming in undefeated at 8-0, this will be a highly anticipated matchup. They are both coming off big wins as the Bulldogs beat the Florida Gators 42-20 and the Volunteers with a 44-6 win against the Kentucky Wildcats. 6th-ranked Alabama will be facing off against the 15th-ranked LSU Tigers this weekend, as Alabama will be looking to retake the number 1 spot. Alabama's only loss came against the Tennessee Volunteers in a last-second upset. In the NFL, the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles will be facing off tonight against the 5-1 Houston Texans, as they try to keep their record at a perfect 8-0. The Los Angeles Rams face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this weekend. Both teams are not off to a great start this season, and both teams will be looking to make this week their turning point, as last time these two teams faced off in the NFC Championship round, with the Rams coming off on top 30-27. The 5-2 Chiefs will be facing off against the 5-2 Titans in Sunday Night Football. Both teams are looking to heat up as they have reached the middle of the season. With all of these exciting NFL games, I would be sure to be watching this weekend. That's all the updates I have for you today. Have a good weekend, Cersei. Now back to Paige and Emily at the news desk.
Thanks for all the sports updates, Jordan. Well, that looks like all the time we have for today, Cersei. Make sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel at Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on Twitter at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Paige Reynolds.
And I'm Emily Tyler. See you next week, Cersei.